This is a fucking shit show. Hello everyone, J5 the Hyperforce here, and welcome to this video. I wanted to do something really stupid, really easy, simple, but I guess fun. I wanted to do a tier list on Bottleman. Yeah, because this is a series I got into because it's B-Daman. For those of you who don't know, I really like B-Daman. So of course I'd get into Bottleman as well, since it is practically just B-Daman's son. Like, same people, Takara-Tomy, Bottleman is just B-Daman. Just a drastic reboot. So, I thought I'd do a tier list on my favourite Bottlemen and which ones I think are shit. Pretty simple video, really. As you can tell, this is off the cuff. I've got no script. I'm just doing this live. We're doing it live!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
So, let's start off with our first Bottleman down here. Bloody... the prototype Bottleman. Because, he's Bot 00. He's the first one. He's the prototype, apparently. And his eye stickers are based on Fighting Phoenix, which is also what Bottle Phoenix is based on. Yeah, a lot of B-Daman love already. So we're going to put him in B tier. I like him. I actually went out my way to try to get this guy because you can't buy him normally. You have to, like, win him. So I bought it off a seller online. And I am probably the first person in England to own one of these, so... Pretty special thing in my heart. He's a special boy. Oh, and if you can hear the fan, I've explained this in other videos, but the laptop really likes to kick off when I start recording, so sorry about that. But yeah, bloody prototype Bottleman goes in B tier because he's small. I like him, and he's a speed type character, and I really like the speed types. Yeah, there's 3 different types of Bottlemen, one that's more focused on power, one that's more focused on speed, and one that's more focused on accuracy, and he's a speed boy. I like speed. Don't take that out of context. And Kolomaru, the actual first Bottleman, BOT01, we're going to put you in B as well. The reason why the prototype is in B is just because it's literally just a bottle core. There's literally nothing else to it. But Kolomaru is our first proper Bottleman. He's able to intensify his shots by squeezing in the hold parts, the little grippy things that hold the cap in place. And he has a rubber drive strip on one of those hold parts to make the bottle cap spin, and it's great. I really like how this guy looks as well, but I don't like using him. He looks great, but using him is just bad. I don't like it at all, especially since the plastic quality early on in Bottleman wasn't the best, and you could actually break your Kolomaru if you used its gimmick properly. What? So, you'd be playing with Kolomaru the way they intend you to, and then you'd break the fucker. I don't like playing with Kolomaru. Like, it is a toy, and even though I am a collector, so I'm not really playing with them as much as a kid, but still, the idea of it snapping just because I'm playing it, you know, using it, isn't nice. I don't like touching this thing. I don't like... Well, I'm okay with touching it and holding it, but I don't like firing it. It doesn't feel nice. So he goes in B. He's a cool Bottleman, but I don't want to use him. Aqua Sports. Oh, this guy, S. This guy goes in S tier. He is a amazing Bottleman. He has the ability to hold 3 bottle caps, which... in this series, a Bottleman can only hold, like, 1 ammo at a time, so refilling, like, reloading is really bad. In B-Daman, you at least get, like, 2 marbles per B-Daman without any extensions, but nah, Bottleman, you only get the 1. So, Aqua Sports being, like, 3 is great. Also, the way that the magazine attached to the arm parts, and the arm parts attached to the hold parts, it locks everything in place, making the shots actually really powerful for a speed type. Like, prototype here is not that strong, but Aqua Sports really is strong, even though they are literally the same core. Well, actually, the prototype has Kolomaru's core, but it has Aqua Sports' hold parts. By the way, I'm going to be a nerd in this video. Yeah, the arm parts locking everything into place actually makes the shots... It restricts the hold parts from splaying out when shooting, so it makes the shots really fast and really powerful. So Aqua Sports, unintentionally, is a power speed type, and I really like power speed types. So Aqua Sports goes into S tier. The fucking guy's amazing. My only issue is that I don't really like the eyes or the headpiece. But, like, that's nitpicking at that point. Like, this Bottleman actually is, like, the best one. If you only want to buy one, get an Aqua Sports. Gyokurok. Ooh, Gyokurok. Where am I gonna put you? There. He's an alright Bottleman. He works. He functions. His gimmick is kind of weird because he has these stabilizing barrels, like, made as swords. So he holds his katanas, and they're meant to stabilize the Bottleman shot. They're meant to stabilize the shot. But, like, since the arms are attached to the hold parts and they splay out when you shoot, the swords splay out as well. But once the cap has left the chamber, it snaps back together. So I think that this guy twats the bottle cap in place if it dares, like, veer off. So it kind of loses a bit of power because the bottle cap's getting slapped. But it does make things a little bit more accurate. No, he's just not that interesting to me. Especially compared to Kolomaru or Aqua Sports. Like, he's alright. He should probably be a C tier. But he's not necessarily the best. No, he's actually one of the Bottlemen I intended to skip on until I decided that I would collect every unique Bottleman, so... no, this guy just doesn't interest me that much. He's an alright Bottleman. He looks cool as well. I do like this samurai motif. It's not that often in B-Daman you actually get, like, B-Daman that are based on a... like, not an animal. Because Kolomaru is a phoenix, and Aqua Sports is a dragon, and you'll see, like, a lot of these Bottlemen are actually based on, like, animals. But we have a samurai, which is cool. I do like B-Daman that are not based on animals, but, like, you know, maybe like a robot or a knight or a samurai, so... The special Kolomaru goes in B tier along with Kolomaru, but actually no, he goes into C tier because he's even worse. You know the whole thing about Kolomaru breaking if you use it too much? Special Kolomaru from the battle table set, like, he's made out of an even flimsier plastic. Like this, like the bottle cores are translucent plastic because they want to emulate the look of a bottle. And the plastic quality on Kolomaru Special is, you know, it's more fragile, so... And also, all of the pieces are translucent plastic, so that's a bit scary, but he's going into C. Still a cool-looking Bottleman. Like, I really like how Special looks, especially with the gold, but... don't use him, please! It's kind of a shame, because it's the only Bottleman you get from the battle table set, so that means you're playing with a really fragile Bottleman. It's not fun. Oh, Wonder Grape. Wonder Grape. Oh, this guy has a stupid name, but he's an S tier. He's based on Fanta, so like Fanta, fantastic, wonderful, you know. I think that's how they came up with the name of Wonder Grape, because he's great Fanta. But this Bottleman, fucking perfect. He doesn't necessarily have that much ammo capacity. You do have to keep reloading him every time you want to shoot. That's like one of the two downsides he has. Actually, three. The third downside is that he's very self-centered. The only thing you can customize on him is the head crest, like the headpiece. Third issue I have with this Bottleman is that if you use the official bottle caps, he fucking sucks. The official bottle caps have like this rim along the bottom, which means this guy's vertical shooting means that the bottle cap will roll on that rim, therefore drifting it to one side. And the drift is really intense, so you are not hitting targets with this thing. But the reason why it goes into S tier instead of like A tier or like D tier, because the bottle caps don't fucking work, is because if you use a recycled bottle cap, you know, something that wouldn't have a rim around it like the official caps do, this guy is fucking, like, that. Like, he should be the best, but because of the bottle cap situation, he goes behind Aqua Sports. So, like, the whole thing with this guy is that he's a vertical shooter, and the hold parts on him have grooves, so the grooves of a bottle cap can, like, line up with that, and it's also able to just shoot really fast and powerful. He's a power type that shoots faster than any other Bottleman, which is fucking weird. And the rolling that the caps do, because of it being vertical, just makes it better. It just makes it faster. So if you load up this guy with recycled bottle caps, like, that's like half of the point of Bottleman is to recycle your bottles. Use the bottles as like a target and use the bottle caps as ammo. If you play into that aspect, Wonder Grape goes from a fucking D tier to an S tier. When you don't have that rim, he's so fast, like the shots that he shoots are so fast. Accuracy isn't an issue. It will already be at the target before it can even veer off. And the fucking thing can hit hard. It's so powerful. Like, this Bottleman, with the right ammo, is actually, like, the best Bottleman, I feel. It's, like, the best. But because if you only use official bottle caps, then this thing fucking sucks. So, recycle your bottle caps. I know that's not that easy to say for, like, English people like me, you know, Westerners, because our bottle caps aren't standardized like they are in Japan, but if you find something that fits, it's gonna fucking work. Raijin Milk. Oh, where do I put you? I'm gonna put you here. In there. Yes, there. No, there. Got there. High B tier, because this guy is essentially Aqua Sports, but more. That giant magazine on the back is giant for a reason. It allows you to hold 8 bottle caps inside this guy, and he also introduces speed caps, which are like more hollow bottle caps, which means that they can travel faster. Raijin Milk is a really good Bottleman. I say he's an improved Aqua Sports, but he's missing the power that Aqua Sports has. Also, his reload time is ridiculous. The reason why you know what, he's probably an A tier actually, now that I think about it. Because he's a really good Bottleman. He's actually really good. The only issue is that he takes a while to reload. So that's probably why he bumps down to a B tier. Like, he's really good at, like, just dishing out a load of shots. But you have to reload him a lot. So once you've done all 8 shots, you have to reload all 8 shots. Meanwhile, with Aqua Sports, you only have to reload in 3 times. You only have to reload 3 shots. So while you may reload Aqua Sports more, the amount of time it takes to reload an Aqua Sports isn't as long as a Raijin Milk, and therefore you spend more time firing than you do reloading. You know, it kind of balances out like that. So Raijin Milk is really good, but then reloading it sucks. Fujin Black, the coffee guy. Where do I put him? There. He has a metal bottle cap. Like, there's metal in the cap, which makes it heavier, which makes it stronger. And he has a really long trigger, which makes it, you know, you can slam in harder and shoot the cap out harder. But then, that's like the only good thing he has going for him. He is literally just a mess of parts because of what's coming up next. But the metal feet are okay. They don't really add much though. And the headpiece on mine, like, I don't know if it's like a universal problem or it's just mine, but the headpiece never stays on. Because, like, the little dragon face comes off. So that thing falls off while the rest of the head just stays there. So it's kind of shit, to be honest. Not the biggest fan of Fujin Black. He's not F. You know, he's not bad, but he's not good either. But the reason why he's built like this is because of Raijin. Fuck, how do you say his name again? Ryujin Blend Dragon. He goes there with him. In fact, he's lower down because Ryujin Blend Dragon has the issue of Raijin Milk's reload problem, but even worse because Ryujin Blend Dragon's pretty fun because he shoots 2 caps at once. So he is able to shoot like 9 bottle caps but then you have to reload all 9 bottle caps more frequently because you're shooting 2 out in 1 trigger press. Unlike bloody Reggie Milk, who is, you know, 1 bottle cap per press. So you have to reload this guy even more often with an even bigger capacity. That, and if you try to shoot him too fast, he jams. And my Fujian Black's core is broken because of it jamming. My Fujian Black still works, it still holds together fine, but there is a crack in it because of me trying to fire Ryujin Blend Dragon too fast. Like, a lot of Bottlemen here, even Aqua Sports, you can rapid fire. You have to, like, wait a little bit before shooting again, because the bottle caps don't load into the core right away. They have to slide in, and sometimes you might catch them during the slide, and then they get, like, locked up. They did redesign the back of the heads from Skull Pistol onwards, who is coming up. But, yeah, all these Bottlemen you see here don't really... They have the old design for the back of the heads, and that can jam a lot, especially with Ryujin Blend Dragon, where there's 2 possibilities for it jamming, and it broke one of my Bottlemen, so... Oh no, the double firing gimmick is like the only thing it has going for it. That, and it's huge. It's a fucking beast. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but it's also not practical. It's like bloody Kolomaru, but more. Kolomaru Gold. This is, I'm guessing the same as Kolomaru. He's probably 1 up because he's got solid plastic, but it's also gold plastic, and I've heard that's not the best. So I'm going to put him there. He's actually a Bottleman that I don't own because it's literally just a recolor or something that I already have. So he just kind of sits there. Same issue with Kolomaru. You might risk breaking it, but it's solid plastic, so you can probably use this one more thoroughly, I guess. Aqua Sports Gold goes into A tier. So I have this one, actually, because I thought, oh, the special Aqua Sports figure. Aqua Sports is my favourite. I might as well get the gold one. But it comes with speed caps, and the speed caps do not work with it. Because of the holes in the cap, it does jam in the back of the head, like, a lot. Like, the holes catch on, like, some of the ramps inside the head, because they're not flush, they're, like, 2 different ramp pieces. And it sucks. It really fucking sucks. So, yeah, A tier. It's still Aqua Sports at the end of the day, it's still a really good Bottleman, but just don't use the caps that it comes with. Don't use the caps that it comes with. The speed caps do lock up in it, and that goes for the original Aqua Sports as well. I'm actually going to put Gyokurok Silver? Steel? I still don't know what it's called, but we'll put him in C tier because he is, he actually comes with a little bottle target that you can shoot at. So the accessory puts him above the original. And I also have a bit of a conflict with this guy, because it's like, what are you called? Sometimes you're called Silver, sometimes you're called Steel. What are you? The Del whatever? I forgot the name. I'll put the name on screen, but like this special Kolomaru, same issue as the original. I don't have this one because it's not one I went to hunt for. It's another one of those you have to win or collect. Yeah, don't have this one, but since it's transparent plastic, it's probably the same as the original Kolomaru. At least he looks okay. Don't know. We're just gonna put those 2 there because they are just basic ball cores. This one's a roller core, so he's essentially just this guy. He's essentially just the prototype. And then the white one here is just a Gyokurok without the armor, so that's all I have to say about them. Wonder Great Flame is also S tier, but I do not own one. It's just, actually we'll put him to A tier because it's speed caps and, well, they don't jam in the sky. It's, again, official bottle caps have like the rim, and the rim is, you know, not that, it just destroys this Bottleman, so he would be here, but, you know, Skull Pistol, we'll put him there. Skull Pistol's like the best control type out of all of them, and that's I guess that spoils all the other control types that are coming up if this guy is the best one, because like he actually has a barrel, although the barrel connects to the foot part, but so you can only really use the barrel if you use that foot part. But he's also really cool in design. He's a pirate, which is not really seen in B-Daman. Like, you never really see a B-Daman themed pirate unless I'm missing something. A pirate themed B-Daman. God, I can't speak. This is why I script my stuff. I don't know, like, handling him and using him, I just really like him. He's got a cool face as well. He's got... I like the colour scheme as well. This tier list is sort of based on personal bias, but I am thinking about like how useful they are, so he's pretty cool. I do like Skull Pistol. He's got a pretty good barrel. He's got a good trigger as well. He goes here, in D tier. Kerpeps, he's weird. I don't really understand him, which is why he goes into D. He's a power type, yet his gimmick is to angle himself downwards, so the caps shoot the floor. Hitting the floor is going to reduce the power. I'm guessing it's a trade-off of being like, do you want to try and hit it high up, or do you want to try and trip the bottle? Do you want to try and trip over the target? But then you also have to take into consideration, again, it loses power, so the only way I can see this working is that if it's based on tripping over targets. That's the only way it works for me. I don't know. In Kerpeps, you're weird. I mean, you're cool, but you're cool looking at least. You're like a Cerberus Pepsi thing, but I don't get you. Maybe put you in C because you're not actually a bad Bottleman. You're not that uninteresting. You're just a bit confusing. This is basically just blue. This food... What was he called again? Of course, his name is in Japanese. Of course I won't know what it is. Fujin Emerald goes along with Fujin Black because it's literally just the same Bottleman but blue. That's literally where it goes. Ooh, you go into C tier. And I'm going to put you here. Oh, come on. There. Yes, this is in order. The closer to the letter, the better they are. This is Solifier, and he's a cool Bottleman. He has roller feet, so in the wings on his feet, there are whistle balls, and you're able to roll around on them. So this guy is pretty fast and fluid to move around, and that's all that it has, really. Its arms are small. It uses a speed type core, but because it's a post Skull Pistol core, it has a fixed back of the head, so bottle caps can load in smoother from magazines. So this guy is pretty good. He only has the one gimmick, but he's pretty good at it. Although he can fuse with Blast Boss. Blast Boss is like a play thing. You shoot the sides and then you shoot the targets that get revealed. And then it stops and its head drops down, and then you can mount Solifier to it to create premium Solifier. So you get this like beast, and it's okay. It's still got speed type core, but now it's an accuracy type. And the thing that I liked about Solifier isn't on premium Solifier, so he's okay. The novelty of him puts him out of D tier. He's an alright Bottleman, but, like, yeah, he's tall, he's bulky, and that's all that really has. The novelty, again, just puts him here. Samet goes into F tier, because, my god, everything that this guy tries to do, Aqua Sports does better. And it's not even like, that's the issue, like, he's just outclassed. He's also bad. He looks cool. Oh god, the alignment has been fucked. He looks cool. I'll give him that. He's fun to hold. He's got a double spring trigger, which is pretty cool, and he's a 2021 Bottleman, so he has the fixed, like, back of the head. So if you want to put Samet's core in Aquasport's armor, then that'd be pretty cool. You'd actually upgrade both of those Bottlemen together. But he just doesn't work. Samet's by himself does not work. So you're meant to hold him one-handed and load him with a different hand, which You can get that grip on this Bottleman, and the double springs are meant to help you fire with one thumb, but it's the arm parts that really do him in, because you can only hold one extra bottle cap on those arm parts, unlike Aqua Sports who can do two, and the arm parts have a gap in the middle of them to allow for the arms to spread out, unlike Aqua Sports where they're locked in place. Issue is that gap is significant enough to stop you from loading bottle caps correctly. No matter if you load them upside down, if you load them right side up. If you don't do it right, they get jammed in, like they slide into the gap, which does not work. Like, that just defeats the point of being able to load this guy fast. So you're meant to be loading him constantly, and that won't work if the bottle cap gets lodged into the gap between the arm parts. And the issue with that is you could just put on Aqua Sports' arms and magazine and do the one-handed firing thing even better. And Aqua Sports is even stronger than Samet's. Samet's double trigger is meant to be stronger, I think, and Aqua Sports is just stronger than Samet's. Samet's just does not work. He's literally outclassed by Aqua Sports, just entirely, which is, like, he's a cool Bottleman, but he just does not work. The arm parts just do not do him any favours. Kolomaru Energy. Oh, where am I going to put you there? So the issue with the original Kolomaru was that the hold parts, they're pretty tight and they're not necessarily built the best. It's not smooth at all to fire Kolomaru. Kolomaru's like a really dodgy B-Daman Bottleman to fire. The random booster set that the next 4 Bottlemen come in, Kolomaru Energy included, all used different plastics and redesigned the hold parts, and these smoother hold parts that Kolomaru has makes him amazing. And the plastic build is softer, so it doesn't break as much, and Kolomaru Energy is just better than the original in every way possible. Like, it's smoother to fire, which means it's slightly less powerful, but I'm not going to break the fucking thing by actually squeezing in the whole parts. If you're going to get a Kolomaru, try and hunt down a Kolomaru Energy. It will be worth it to have a safer but slightly weaker Bottleman. In fact, I didn't even notice if it was weaker, but it being smoother kind of implies it would be weaker. But yeah, just Kolomaru Energy just fixes everything the original had as an issue, that being awkward shooting and braking issues. Aqua Sports oh, where did you go? Aqua Sports Shield. Oh, this is the upgrade to Aqua Sports. There. So he's not S tier. When I saw this guy, I thought he'd be S tier. Aqua Sports Shield is really good though. It's just that the arm parts, the parts that are designed to make the grip on the guy better, actually make it worse. It's more awkward to hold this guy compared to the original Aqua Sports. And yeah, that just puts him down a peg. Also, the fact that he still uses the 2020 bottle core design, therefore he has that issue with the back of the head with caps getting locked in him. So, one of the major issues with this guy didn't get addressed, when they easily could have replaced the back of the head with a different part. Because this guy here is white, just like Aqua Sports Shield. So I swapped to their back of the heads, and this guy works so much better with this guy's back of the head part. With that modification, he goes there, but without it, he goes there. I mean, the arm parts do provide a bit more grip, but the wings that stick out from the side definitely make it a tad more awkward. Just a tad, so I still prefer the original Aqua Sports. Although the hold parts on this guy are really good. Like, again, they're redesigned, they're like the newer plastic versions, so he probably does go there. You go here. Or maybe I'll put you there, because the colour scheme, very vibrant. I'll probably put you there, just so then both of you are at the same spot. But yeah, the colour scheme, while I do like orange is very striking, I do like the green one more. But this guy is solid plastic. He has a foot part which technically improves accuracy because it has like a little platform. He's slightly better. I'd probably put him there because of the plastic build and the smoother firing and the fact that he's got a tad more accuracy. I'd prefer the colours of this guy though. This guy's technically the better one, so we'll put them two together. Dual Gold, the special figure that came... Oh god. I do not know where he originally was. I am upset. Dual gold, this guy. Where am I gonna put him? Where am I gonna put him? Actually, yeah, he'll go in C tier. About there. He's Aqua Sports' core with Gauntlet's trigger, which is a wide trigger, which is pretty good. But he's not necessarily that spectacular. The cool thing about so yeah, we'll probably put you down there actually, because you're like a bad Bottleman, but like worse. Actually, no, not bad, just fragile. Dual gold is fine, but like it's meant to be a combo of all three of the previous ones, that being Kolomaru Energy, Sports Shield, and Gyokurok 4G. Oh yeah, he's Gyokurok 4G, by the way, or Forge. He's meant to be a combo of all three of them, but he has no, like, power augmentation. I don't know, this guy is weird. He's an alright Bottleman, but, like, the thing that made Aqua Sports great, he doesn't have. He doesn't come with a magazine. You can attach one onto him, but then, like, that's just, like, we're talking about the base Bottleman here, we're not talking about augments. He has the little platform that 4G has. He has a tad bit of he has a tad bit of speed because of the rollers. He has a tad bit of accuracy because of that little platform. But if we actually wanted him to be a fusion of all three, I think it should have been Aqua Sports' body with Kolomaru's hold parts, Gyokurok's trigger, and then you attach onto him the Kolomaru headpiece, the Aqua Sports arm piece, and the Gyokurok foot part. And you get like a good fusion of all three of them together. He's called dual gold, so he is a 2 type. He's a speed accuracy type. I mean, he's alright. Could have been better. He's not that exciting. The novelty of him being like the rare one and being fully gold is what makes him C. Okay, so we have Sparkling Knight and Tan Satan. Yes, he is called Satan. Where do I put these? I'll put him in B. I'll put them both in B because they're functional Bottlemen. They're pretty good Bottlemen. Sparkling Knight is a pretty good Bottleman. He has a rail. He has a trigger rail, and he has like a proper sight on the top of his head. The gimmicks are not that interesting. I'll actually put him in high C because I'll put him there. Because while his gimmicks work and he's pretty cool, his design is actually based on a B-Daman, Knight Cavalry, which is pretty cool. His gimmicks aren't necessarily that interesting, and he is a, he just works. He works. He's fine. He works. Tan Satan, on the other hand, is Aqua Sports' accidental gimmick made an actual gimmick. He's got the same type of arm parts, and he has like this locking mechanism that goes in the back. The buckle, I think it's called, the power mantle? Power buckle? You know, holds the arm parts in place, which makes the hold parts not be able to spread out as much, which makes him do really fast shots. So he's technically a really good power type. He's actually a really good power type. And because he's got a solid core, he's actually technically better than the Kolomarus. So that's where he goes. He's going to be better than the Kolomarus, and then we'll have Sparking Knight down here in C tier, because both of them work. It's just that Tan Satan technically works better, but I do prefer how Sparking Knight looks, but his gimmicks are boring. CC Leon, where are we gonna put this guy? Where are we gonna put the final regular Bottleman before Bottleman DX came out? He goes there. The reason why he's F tier is because not only is his gimmick practically useless, because he sits on a little turntable and he turns, so then you can aim him on a standstill, but you can literally do that with any Bottleman. You can, like, visualize what angle you'll need, but I don't think a lot of people actually know what angle they need if they want to, like, ricochet bottle caps off walls. His one defining gimmick doesn't even work that well. Try and put him on a smooth surface and try to turn him. Piece that allows you to, like, line up shots also moves with you, so it doesn't even stay in place. You have to hold it down to stay in place, but then at that point, how the fuck do you grip the Bottleman? Like, this guy's design just does not work. Not only is the gimmick pointless, but the gimmick also doesn't work. If you put him on a soft carpet and try to turn the Bottleman, again, like, it just comes with you. It's meant to stay in place, but you can't rotate the fucking thing without holding down the back piece, and that makes the grip on the Bottleman even more awkward. What, are you meant to, like, adjust him and then grip and shoot? Because that's really cumbersome when you could just have an Aqua Sports and just turn the fucker. And the reason why he goes into F as well is because he could have been better. He could have been low D tier, but because of the way that the turntable is designed, it's F. Like, actually the worst Bottleman, worse than Samet's. Samet's at least looks cool and can, like, it can work if you don't use the magazine as a magazine. Oh yeah, thing about Samet's, if you try to shoot it with 2 bottle caps loaded, the second one flies out the back, so that's not fun at all. So while Samet's fails at what it tries to do, you can at least, like, move around it. You can just not use its gimmick. CC Leon literally is pointless without its gimmick. And it could have been fixed, because Kerpeps, its foot part and its connector part are 2 separate pieces. It sits on its own little platform that gets raised up by the foot part mechanism. You could have done that with CC Leon. You could have put it on a little platform that could rotate on the foot part, so the foot part itself could be, like, flush, straight forward, and then you could hold, like, the top of the Bottleman and turn it around on the turntable on top of the foot part, instead of the foot part being on top of the turntable and trying to turn the whole mechanism when the mechanism just turns with you. You could have had this, like, really smooth turntable on top of the foot part, so then you'd turn the core instead of turning the feet. Kerpeps literally shows why CC Leon fails. It could have had its own little platform that it could turn on, like how Kerpeps has its own little platform that it angles on, but no, it's designed really badly. He at least looks fine, I guess. I don't know, CC Leon is actually, like, the worst Bottleman. And then, for the final Bottleman, we have Colamaru Zero. He's essentially just Colamaru, but coloured like Coca-Cola Zero. Yeah, he just goes here. He just goes there. He looks cooler than Delcata. I don't know what the fuck this guy's name is. C. Colamaru. So he goes in between the two. So this is my Bottleman tier list. I'll leave the tier list in the link in the description if you want to rank your own Bottlemen. I'm pretty sure most of my audience don't even have a Bottleman, so I guess you could rate them on how they look. Since I have most of these figures, I kind of have an educated guess as to how the tier list would look. This would be the tier list. If you want to, like, use official bottle caps and not use recyclable ones, he would go here, or maybe even here, but because we're allowing that, because that's what the whole line is based on, reusing your bottle caps. Wonder Grape is the best reason why you shouldn't recycle. God, that sounds awful. So there's my official tier list. Yes, some of this is a personal bias, but a lot of this is my educated guess on how it would work, like, in a professional sort of sense. Which Bottlemen, like, perform the best from my time handling them. And of course, Prototype goes here because I love him. Like, he would be down here. Like, he should technically be down here. But I again, personal bias puts him here. So, thank you for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, YouTube engagement and all that shit, blah blah. And hit the bell. I always forget the bell. The meme is always like, comment, and subscribe, so you never really remember the bell. Because the bell's kind of new. And, yeah. If you're interested in Bottleman, then please go check out my visual novel game, Armatalum Showdown, the visual novel where you play the fight scenes in a simple but vast battle system. Yeah, checking out that game would mean a lot to me. It's one of my biggest projects ever made, and it's kind of based on Bottleman, mostly B-Daman, but kind of based on the subject matter that we used today. Yeah, check out my video game. It's based on B-Daman and Bottleman, but more written for a young adult audience and older. If that sounds interesting to you, then please go check it out. Links in the description. Follow me on Twitter, @J5 the Hyperforce, and if you want to send me fan art, also send it there, because I like fan art. VTuber. I've got to try and get some fan art, at least. Thank you for watching this video. This has been J5 the Hyperforce. I'll see you whenever next. Goodbye!